Present perfect. Have or has. I have studied French. She has or have ate or eaten. She has ate or eaten octopus. Eaten. She has eaten octopus. They have or has. They have went or gone. Gone. They have gone to Scotland. We have or has. Have or has. Have. We have read that book. We have read that book. He has or have. Has. He has lived here for 3 years. He has lived here for 3 years. You have or has. Have. You have knew or known. Known. You have known David for 10 years. We have or has. We have were or been. We have been here for 2 weeks. Hemos estado aquí por 2 semanas. We have been here for 2 weeks. I has or have. I have. I have lost my keys. He perdido mis llaves. I have lost my keys. He have or has. Has. He has drank or drunk. He has drunk too much coffee. Él ha tomado demasiado café. They have or has. Have. They have missed the train. Ellos han perdido el tren. They have missed the train. She has or have. Has. She has was or been. Been to Peru. She has been to Peru. Ella ha estado en Perú. We have or has. Have. Well done. We have ate or eaten. Ate or eaten. Eaten. We have eaten too much chocolate. We have eaten too much chocolate. Hemos comido demasiado chocolate. I has or have. I have had. I have had breakfast this morning. He desayunado esta mañana. I have had breakfast this morning. John have or has. Has. John has missed the train. John ha perdido el tren. John has missed the train. Lucy have or has. Has. Lucy has cooked breakfast. Lucy ha preparado, ha cocinado el desayuno, ha hecho el desayuno. They have or has. Have. They have wrote or written. Wrote or written. They have wrote or written. Written. They have written to the politician. Ellos han escrito a los políticos. You have or has. You have found your wallet. Has encontrado tu billetera. You have found your wallet. I have or has. I have or has. I have met his mother. He conocido a su madre. He conocido a su mamá. I have met his mother. We has or have. We have tried roller skating. We have tried roller skating. She has or have. She has passed the exam. She has passed the exam. Ella ha pasado el examen. Ha ganado el examen. Negatives. We haven't or hasn't. We haven't gone to Paris. No hemos ido a París. She hasn't or haven't. Haven't or hasn't. She hasn't saw or seen. Saw or seen. She hasn't seen The Lord of the Rings. Ella no ha visto El Señor de los Anillos. We haven't or hasn't. We haven't or hasn't. Hasn't. We haven't. Gone or went. Gone or went. Gone. haven't. They haven't visited St. Paul's. They haven't visited St. Paul's. I hasn't or haven't. Hasn't or haven't. I haven't knew or known. Knew or known. I haven't known him for 3 months. You hasn't or haven't. You haven't studied French for 10 years. Tú no has estudiado francés por 10 años. They hasn't or haven't. They haven't were or been. Were or been. They haven't been in London for 6 months. Ellos han estado en Londres por 6 meses. He hasn't or haven't. He hasn't hurt his leg. Él no se ha lastimado su pierna. He hasn't hurt his leg. She hasn't or haven't. She hasn't left her phone in a taxi. Ella no ha dejado su teléfono en un taxi. We hasn't or haven't. We haven't lost our tickets. No hemos perdido nuestros tickets. Nuestras entradas. She hasn't or haven't. She hasn't made dinner. Ella no ha hecho la cena. She hasn't made dinner. They hasn't or haven't. They haven't arrived yet. Ellos no han llegado todavía. They haven't arrived yet. Lucy hasn't or haven't. Hasn't did or done. Lucy hasn't did or done. Done her homework. Lucy hasn't done her homework. Lucy no ha hecho su tarea. I haven't or hasn't. I haven't read that book. I haven't read that book. No he leído ese libro. He haven't or hasn't. He hasn't lived in Berlin. He hasn't lived in Berlin. Él no ha vivido en Berlín. John haven't or hasn't. John haven't or hasn't. John hasn't bought. John hasn't bought any food. John no ha comprado comida. She haven't or hasn't. She hasn't cleaned the kitchen. She hasn't cleaned the kitchen. Ella no ha limpiado la cocina. You hasn't or haven't. Oh, you haven't called me. No me has llamado. You haven't called me. We hasn't or haven't. We haven't found the book yet. No hemos encontrado el libro todavía. They hasn't or haven't. They haven't slept well. Ellos no han dormido bien. Now, questions. Has they or have they? Have they went or gone? Gone. Have they gone to USA? ¿Han ido ellos a Estados Unidos? Have or has? Have you or has you? Have you read War and Peace? Have you read War and Peace? ¿Has leído Guerra y Paz? Have or has? Have she or has she? Has she was or been? Was or been? Has she been late? Has she been late for a meeting? ¿Ha llegado tarde a una reunión? Has or have? Has or have? Has he met your family yet? Has he met your family yet? ¿Ya conoció él tu familia? Has or have? Have they lived here as long as we have? Have they lived here as long as we have? Has you or have you? Have. Have you were or been? Have you were or been to Australia? Have you been? Have you been to Australia? ¿Has estado en Australia? Have or has? Has she missed the bus? ¿Ha perdido el bus ella? Has I or have I? Has or have? Have I met you before? ¿Te conozco de antes? Has they or have they? Have they took or taken? Took or taken? Taken. Have they taken the exam? ¿Han tomado ellos el examen? Has she or have she? Has she worked in this company for 15 years? ¿Ha trabajado ella en esta compañía por 15 años? How long has she or has she? How long has she lived in London? ¿Por cuánto tiempo ella ha vivido en Londres? Where Has you or have you? Where have you been or were? Were or been? Where have you been? ¿Dónde has estado? Where have you been? How much coffee has you or have you? How much coffee have you drank or drunk? How much coffee have you drunk today? ¿Cuánto café has tomado hoy? What have you or has you? What have you did or done? Did or done? What have you did or what have you done? What have you done today? ¿Y qué has hecho hoy? ¿Qué has hecho hoy? What have you done today? How long have he or has he? How long has he worked here? ¿Por cuánto tiempo ha trabajado aquí? Why have you or has you? Why have you brought that? ¿Por qué has comprado eso? How many times have you or has you? How many times have you visited Scotland? ¿Cuántas veces has visitado Escocia? How many books have you or has you? How many books have you read this week? ¿Cuántos libros has leído esta semana? How many books have you read this week? How long has you or have you? How long have you studied English? ¿Por cuánto tiempo has estudiado inglés? How much food have you or has you? How much food have you bought? How much food have you bought? ¿Cuánta comida has comprado? I have or I has. I have been to the library today. Yo he estado en la biblioteca hoy. You have or you has. You have kept a pet for 3 years. Has tenido una mascota por 3 años. Has you or have you? Ate or eaten? Ate or eaten? Have you eaten Thai food before? ¿Has comido comida Thai antes? Has it or have it? Has it rained all day? Has it rained all day? ¿Ha llovido todo el día? Who? Has we or have we? Who have we forgotten to invite? Who have we forgotten to invite? ¿Quién se nos ha olvidado invitar? Pinita TV.